Hear that guy? I know it's not really the problem right now, but there is no time for this. Hubbards? Yep, Hubbards. I'll reckon like maybe a few minutes. I'll show you what I mean. Now the problem here is I can't leave Erica where she is right now. That was bad news everywhere. So okay, that's great. Rescue Erica. I couldn't hear her this turn, and she'll get hit by Purge eventually. But she's asleep, so I couldn't move her anyway. Just Anna. Should get rid of this guy. Yeah, let's do it. Great. So what wanted to happen actually, it's great. Okay, that took care of the problem. Now the Swordmaster. So poor so his attacks doesn't die. I can't be sure what happens next. This is all recorded. The comment is recorded live. That's nice. What about post commentary? Just do it live. Post on task at hand, just play the game. It is impossible to record and watch TV at the same time. Regardless of what anyone says. Unless you're actually reviewing a show. But that's not my thing. Well, the puzzle is still alive. Although she missed. And he has 69%. I find that annoying. Let's try. Ross. Please. Now's not a good time for this. Crit. 126. It's amazing. I don't see if it matters anything else. Just try. I didn't pick up physics stuff in the last chapter, I don't think. I didn't use the rage, which would be a much better option over the Tasha, but whatever. Pick your poison, swap your antidotes. Let's try. First antidote just got attacked. This guy. Oh boy. So this guy instead. See what happens. Worked 5 nights in a row last week. Oh my gosh, it's hard work. Especially when you go to the food court in the mall. If you've seen the food court at my mall, it's huge. I don't know how big it is exactly. I don't have a good example. Imagine your backyard. About 3 of those. About that big. And it's full of tables. You know, tables like a food court. Not big round tables. Several small square ones all arranged in a neat line. With chairs on them. They put the chairs up on the table. And then these big round ones. Every Sunday, which I did work Sunday this last week, we have to go to the court and move those tables. All of them. Just like we move them, we clean them out of the place, and then we move them back. Every single one. Every Sunday. Every Sunday. It doesn't matter when or where, it's every Sunday we do that. And it's a real pain. I knew it. I knew it. Are you serious? I'll see you guys here eventually. Okay, sorry about that. This is unlocking this chest. I'm back to that point, but I am theoretically back at that point. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. But I should send Natasha this time. Reason being, I said everything last week. Great. So I had to restart the chapter anyway. I couldn't salvage that one. And my dog's going off again. Everything. Someone walks by, he'll bark. Someone gets in and out of the car, he'll bark. It's just every time. It's also really loud about it all the time. He's out there, he's looking out the window all the time. He just knows. Hit point, skill, speed, knock, and defense. A better level than last time. Switch to some sword then. I do have physics stats. I have a few actually. Hit point, strength, and skill. Strength and defense, Erica. That's what we want. Two sets to actually care about. Or strength and defense. Erica, anyway. I used it there or just stats to care about. Different stats for different characters. Let's try. Also, Ross and Ephraim handling the reinforcements in the south part of the map. As you can see, they're doing okay. I said okay. It's not even perfect. Just okay. Hit him, Ross. That's perfect. Crit. I don't think the last one's going to attack. I think it's a medic. Medics are useless unless they can actually heal whom they're supposed to heal. I'm always healing the tank in our group anyway. The tank's probably one of the most used, probably, if they go down, we're all SOL, we only have the one tank. Oh, that was DPS. Hundreds of mazes, you know? You get another person who can heal, but he's DPS, so it's not his job to heal. Well, he can also tank. He's a paladin, he can. Paladins can't solo the game, but they can heal themselves. Hunters can solo the game, though. They have a pet tank, and they just do the DPS and heal. You know, the pet. I haven't decided which pet I want to use. I need a good tank, but I don't know which one to use. Game, I swear. This is annoying. Excuse me for a minute. I am sick of this guy and his purge. That's not what I wanted to do. Try that again. Use your purge. Go away. Nobody likes you. There, I solved the problem. It's so hard not to cuss right now, but okay. I can speed up whenever I want to. I say do it because sometimes it causes desync. I usually listen to music in Game Boy Advance games anyway. You don't have to because I'm in the car and the last thing some people want to hear on a trip is Game Boy music the entire way. You just go up and around, I think. Okay, they're all dead now. We can move on. Whether that was going to happen. I'm glad I couldn't kill them, actually. Now they can't. Now we only attack the ones with ranged weapons. But I'm not worried. Joshua's here with his crits. Look at the oh, you're good. You're locked in resistance well. So your strength, speed, and HP, but those are kind of irrelevant right now. Not completely. Because he's also get nuked for something. Maybe twice. We'll see what happens. Let's try. Go for the eyes, it's a weak point. Let's try. Let's try. 15%? I don't think so. Let's try. That's a little more likely, but hopefully not. Let's try. That was a little too close, I think. Why not? I'm trying to pass a law. Physics are now banned for the enemy army. Just because physics stays. Just because it's a physics stay. So. No way to take a nap. Let's see what I can do about these guys. Can't see that guy. Joshua can. Go to that guy. Get rid of this guy. It's a pain in the keister. Magic block. Job stay safe, just in case. Okay, we're good. So you use state saves. I just use store points instead. Do finagling here. So a bit kind of waste physics staff, but I need to waste just damage too. This is from 7, I'd grind up all my physical attackers. Then I wouldn't have to worry about doing a difficult chapter with long range magic all over the place. I forget what chapter number that is, but yeah, you should probably try to get the physical chapter, which is your overall strength stat is behind the overall magic stat. Because you get the strength version of the chapter, that's good. You don't want to have to deal with, you know, Purge and Eclipse and Bolting the entire chapter. With your movement being impaired if you're not indoors, and the locked doors, and all the magic used on the stairs all over the place. That's on the magic side. The physical side, there's none of that. Just automatic use lots of weapons. The user recruit on the magic side is not hostile, with the one on the website is hostile. One's a sword master, one's a hero. I know he's either of them, but you can pick which one you want. Personally, I advise the hero to do something with Eddiewood, which is all you really need to do. It's not that hard to do, but that's not this game, it's another game. I remember how Eddiewood is as an overall unit. Ow. Get rid of you. And your physics staff. Is it physics? I think someone corrected me when I said it wrong. In a much older video, so I'm pretty sure it's physics now. Can't counter if you're right next to him. Great. Let's dispatch these guys. Can you get this guy? Better plan. You can weaken him. There's that funny bone I was talking about. Oh, it hurts. This chair's in the perfect spot to hurt me too. Give you an answer to move. Few folks are taking out this guy. She'll be able to, but whatever. Or you could crit and still not get rid of him. If you finish off this guy. It's about my microphone, which I apologize for. They're just freaking out again. I just have way too much health. Alright, enemy phase. Yeah, you just keep trying to take us out with that Eclipse dome. It's not gonna do any good. But you turn odds are the fact that you can't kill any enemy with an Eclipse dome. It's not possible. So casting gravity at an enemy, it'll never kill it. Except in Crystal Chronicles, but that's a whole other game. I don't really want to do that. If I ever OP it, I'll go over it then, but not until then. Lock the defense. Okay. Goodbye. Crit. 2 enemy units left. For now. 2 points in speed. Okay. It's better than the Rune Sword because Rune Sword counts as Nosferatu. I think I'll wait on that though. Don't want to start. I don't want to pick up the Orson just yet. Hit points, walk resistance. Adaptive strength and skill are 2 things that just don't go hand in hand. At least damage you can't really heal yourself. These enemies around Orson is 1 health, those heal Orson. It's the whole portion of fighting Orson all again. Don't want to do that just yet. No damage enough to matter. Or I'll completely bury Orson in attacks. Ooh. If you have a Zambato, that was a good time to use that. Use it. But gold has no berries. Yeah, I have like 50 Paralyzed Creepers, so lost. Process was common. Every day I didn't want to play the game, I had to play the game when I'm collecting Paralyzed Creepers. So I'd have Paralyzed Creepers without having to pay for this, for the, yeah. Paralyzed I couldn't afford. Yay. Move again. It's good. With to bury him in attacks. He won't know what hit him. I can hit him approximately 8 times in one turn. Which would be absolutely wonderful. That would be 3 close range attacks and 5 range attacks. Actually 9 to have a longbow. Alright. He's yeah, he's over there. 5,000 gold. More money. All the money. Okay, let's see. I'm out of split into 2 videos. Want to do that? That means more work. But sometimes not much choice doesn't matter. There's that thief. My crest. We should get started. I want it to come between us. Let's try. Orson, you'll move from that place. That's the father's seat. It is his throne. You have no right to sit there. Ow. Dispatch you I shall. Eventually. The result of pain. Come on, my hit rate is higher. I should hit him. I should hit. You're making me mad. Don't want to do that. I get mad, I get even. Crit. Let's try. Oh, the table have turned. Game over. And Orson is dead. Hit point, strength, skill, speed, and defense. King Orson hit all those times when I missed all those times. It's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. That's the first time I missed that frequently. Let's go. They can't sell that. We'll put all the treasure in this chapter. Special the enemies. We're done. So close, but not quite. Anyway, end C's. Only African can see since Ephraim's story. But Ephraim, puts Erica. The castle has been secured. And where is it? This way. This is the room we're supposed to hold up in. Darling. Your Orsons. Darling, 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 darling. What? This is horrible. Oh. The same I used to clear the guard. She's already dead and her corpse was used to. Who could? Okay, longer, Erica. Let's go outside. Darling, darling, darling. Can't see this issue anymore. Oh. No. I'll do it. Two of them spent every day in here today. Orson was mad. But I think he was happy. You finally made it back. Yet. You could repair the castle. What was stolen we can do without. But the will and suffering was upon the people of Venice. To it undo their pain. Once I become king, I'll set our country right. Tell the people will give me a warm reception, though. I did abandon them. I'll lose try them back to their trust. No matter how long it takes. Prince Erica, Prince Ephraim, you should look outside. Outside? Princess Ephraim, Princess Erica. King has returned, our king. Great red, small way for King Ephraim. That's written for you. The King Orson's misrule is at an end. They cheer the possibility of better tomorrow, not the deeds we did today. How will the house of people move tomorrow, and the next day? This is for you to decide. I know the hopes of dreams be shattered again. Or it will be king I have found before me. I will dedicate myself to their happiness. How do I can help Ephraim? Prince Ephraim, Princess Erica, before Rena's fail, King Father entrusted me with this message. Raise his bases in the Hall of Kings. The seal will be broken. The rest of the sacred sons will be revealed. I understand. Let's raise our bases over our heads, right? Let's try, Erica. I'm ready, Ephraim. Huh. This is still very nice. Yes, will the 5 sons defeat the Demon King? If I had acquired braces, the stone would have been destroyed by now. Together we said the only power that can help us stop Lion's insanity. Yes, it's the only hope left to us. Hope for you and me, and the last true hope for peace. Let's get back, Erica. Huh? But look, our bracelet's there. What is this? Are they back to the light of the stone? Ephraim's solar base and Echo's lunar base glow and adds to Sacred Stone. With the power of the bases, twins can now change classes. Do you want Ephraim to change class now? He's a 20, so yes, let's change Ephraim's class. It's also going to put them both, otherwise it's probably whichever one's level 20. But you should probably remain word at this point, regardless of the level. You don't have to, but you should. You're gonna need the movement. No, she's not 20, not yet. But she'll be up for the next chapter. Yeah, a little bit. She can use it to change classes. Whatever. Even if they're level 1, they can promote at any time. I should get those items. Words are special. Addie Wood, Hector Wynn, they were alright. Well, Addie Wood / Hector was like that in their story. Since the main lord always promotes with the story. Whatever. Can't believe the police get so much power. Wonder if all that just made all this long ago. I was growing up, I never thought about becoming king. I wanted to be a good soldier, a good warrior, the best on the battlefield. Father never understood what I wanted, but I never stood to him either. It was the same when God made Venice. I should have stayed home to defend the kingdom. Instead, I decided to fight for personal glory. Brother, I don't think you know how well Father understood your feelings. I saw he was concerned for nothing about our safety. Erica is correct. Your father asks after your exploits every day. He always told me what a fine king you would make when they make. Father. Now, Prince Erica, please follow me. Say your twins of marriage should be near the sun's. Another query. These weapons go to still to one person each. There you go. That can only be one Sacred Race. Please, never take this sacred oak and feel its weight. So this is one of sacred twin axes? I've never seen them. Look, there's a name inscribed here. Sigmund, the Flame Lance. Ephraim's super weapon. Works with weapons. This is Ephraim's. Sacred Twin Fire Lance. Strength plus 5. Proof Lance, range 1, weight 11, might 17, hit 80, crit 0. Compared to the original knife, it's a little heavier and there's no crit, but everything else is better or the same. Let's send the Iron Lance, don't need that anymore. This blade, sister of the Lance, another Sacred Twin Legend. Select it if you would. Of course. Need a card here as well. Sigmund, the Thunder Blade. These are ancient weapons of our fathers, the weapons of heroes. They were enshrined generations ago to be used by the king. I don't know the rapier, but it's stronger than the rapier by the same odds as was left to the Sigmund. Don't know if this is a burden I'm capable of bearing, but I do know that it is no time to curse my fate. I will fight for my father, for my country, and for my people. Tempting, have you found a stone? You found it. Here it is. Oh, it's really spectacular. This will seem like right in the dark shadows that loom over us. Our Christ's sacred stones have been shattered by God's men. The Stone of Venice is our last remaining weapon. No, it's not. You have forgotten the Stone of Emblem in Austin. Remember that there are 5 sacred stones for our 5 nations. Though Lara, Freya, and Jahan are gone, hope is that. The other Stone of Venice, after all, and that of Austin is safe. I wrote a script, my friends, and must guide you to Austin. With the other Rachel. Of course, and you will all be welcome to stay in the palace. Chapter clear. Path. Next chapter. Enemies. Nothing changed because we're near the end of the game. From this point forward. These chapters are going to be difficult. We've got a chapter here. You get a chapter somewhere up here. After that chapter, we get one last map icon. Around here. Hope nothing was. Let me get more icons, but that's the one that actually matters. That's the grind I do. I'll grind. Next video, we'll meet you with another river. See you then.